Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bedford High Gymnasium here on this Wednesday evening. We're going to have a face-off between two teams tied for 8th place in Division 1 at 2-2, the Exeter Bluehawks and the Bedford Bulldogs. I'm Harry Kozlowski. I'm here with Corey Munstetiger, and we've got a special guest on the mic today, town councilor, basketball official, man about town, Bill Carter. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
I'm curious how you meet that last title, man about town, Bill. Well, how do you fulfill that?
I think my Cub program that I've been doing here around town the last couple, Clean Up Bedford, that's really kind of taken a good hold of making sure our community's clean. So that's why Harry and I have worked a lot on the radio side to push that effort here in town. That's
great.
So we were just talking with Corey Parker, the Bedford athletic director, telling us about a change of schedule with games being played because of the cancellation of the Queen City tournament for the boys. They're going to be playing regular season games during Christmas holiday week.
Yeah, with the condensed schedule this year, they're trying to make sure they're getting regular season games in throughout the holiday period, so that Queen City Classic participation is going by the wayside. So the Bedford squad will have 2 games next week, I believe Tuesday and Thursday.
That is correct.
28th and the 30th. One at home, one away. We'll see what we can do about broadcasting that, if we'll have the right staff to be able to send it out to those folks across New Hampshire and the rest of the country.
It'll be the Crimson Tide here on the 28th, and they'll travel to Auburn on the 30th. But the girls will be playing in the Commonwealth tournament down in Lawrence, and we're going to try maybe to work something out there as well. Starting lineups being announced here. Corey, you've got those started for us?
I sure do. So for the Exeter side, we'll have junior Ryan Looper, senior Samir Usta, senior Johnny Meyer, junior Evan Pafford, and senior Aaron Scher. On the Bedford side, it will be senior Andrew Grodinskis, sophomore Luke Soden getting the nod tonight, junior Dylan Lafferty, sophomore Austin Kazajansky, and senior Andrew Zimmerman being announced right here. Big number 24 coming out.
If that name, Evan Pafford, sounds familiar to you, Evan was the junior quarterback for the Exeter Bluehawk football team, the one that defeated Bedford in the playoffs. We're going to take a moment now for the national anthem. We'll be right back with the call of the game. Student section putting an exclamation point on that anthem.
I love what you just saw on the screen there. We have the ESPN broadcast team over here deep in the behind the baseline in that student section. So hopefully we get some good analysis at halftime from some of those guys ready to start their broadcasting careers.
We'll have to pull them over. Bedford Bulldogs basketball on WBNH LP Bedford, Bedford 105.1, also on BCTV channels 23 and 1072. Ready to tip it off. It's going to be Zimmerman against Aaron Scher, number 34.
Zimmerman with a significant height advantage here. Should be able to control that tap, as Zimmerman's been getting up and throwing that ball down throughout the preseason.
And he does, and the Bulldogs come up with it. Kazajansky with it. Dribbles up to the three-point line, takes a shot, a little short. Rebound by Exeter. Here comes Evan Pafford.
Quick
Drops
shot.
it off to Ryan Looper. Sorry about that.
No problem. I'm guessing Coach Moreno wanted to get a little bit more off of that first offensive set. That was a quick shot there, but they're going to feel each other out here in the first couple possessions.
Samir across to Meyer, back down low to Pafford, or Scher, I should say. And now a turnover. It goes off a Bedford player right off of Luke Soden. It's going to stay with the Bluehawks.
They're in a 2-3 zone here, so they're going to try to extend their defense out, harass the offense as much as possible. In that case, Soden was getting his hand in the passing lane, disrupted the play nicely.
Inbound to Samir, across to Looper, back over to Samir at the high post. He's got Soden on him. Now three-pointer by Looper is also short, but the rebound saved there by Exeter, and they're going to call a blocking foul here on one of the Bedford players.
That's Lafferty's going to pick up his first. Just sliding his feet over, just didn't get that defensive position.
No score, 7-13 in the first quarter. Inbound to Samir, watched by Gradinskis. He dribbles across. Usta, dribbling, now over to Looper. Exeter taking their time here. Scher on the inside, now pass inside to Pafford. He's double teamed, he kicks it out to Meyer, who takes a three-pointer, and it's good.
Lefty killer from Meyer. Drains the open three. And that's what you give up when you get into that 2-3. If you have outside shooters, as you can see right here, got some space for Meyer and was able to drain that long three. A 2-3 zone, if you have shooting, you can get out of that.
Now double team that Soden got caught up in. Now he passes it inside to Zimmerman, who lays it up and in. 3-2 Exeter.
Great look down low to the big. Right along the baseline, was able to finish righty off that backboard.
Pafford sends it across to Looper. Down low to Meyer, he dribbles it. Now sends it out to Usta for the long three. Too much. Zimmerman with the rebound. And a foul called here on Exeter.
Tough call there.
Looks like Looper picked up that foul. That is his first as well. One team foul each. Bedford trails 3-2 here with 6:09 to go in the first. Exeter with a press. Bedford able to break it into the front court. Kazajanski with it, dribbles to the top of the key, pulls up, gives it to Zimmerman, gets it back inside to Lafferty.
Ooh.
Lafferty got away with it, but they're going to call a travel. He was trying to twist away from the Exeter defender, Pafford, and he wound up shuffling his feet.
Yeah, Zimmerman put him in a tough spot there. You can see here, Zimmerman here takes it, dribbles hard lefty. Actually, we're not going to get the replay there, but he put Lafferty in a tough spot as he was right there near a double team. Both defenders collapsed on him. Not much he could do at that point.
Pass inside to Scher and a turnover. Bedford takes it back. Pass over to Soden. That gets intercepted by Looper. Here come the Bluehawks the other way. Two-pointer jumper good by Looper. That puts the Bluehawks up 5-2. Here comes Bedford. Gradinskis slowly bringing it over the timeline. Usta's on him. Dishes it down to the corner for three. Good.
Buried it.
Luke Soden with three from the corner. That ties it up at 5.
A great penetration there by Gradinskis. Saw his teammate deep in the corner, and Soden knocks it down.
Now the Bluehawks, they get a pass that's knocked away and picked up by Soden. He's going in all alone. Pulls up. Rebound or layup is good. Bedford is up 7-5 here with 4:50 to go.
Excellent patience by Soden, too, on the break there. Made a ball fake, waited for the defender to fly by, and finished nicely.
Here's another turnover by Exeter. Gradinskis takes it away, dishes it down to Soden, or actually to Kazajanski, who runs to the basket, lays it up and good. So 9-5, Bedford is up, and a timeout called by Exeter.
Bringing some high energy, getting some turnovers that they're looking for, and then getting out on the break. They've been able to cash in for points on the offensive end.
4:35 to play here in the first. So after trailing by 5-3 margin, Bedford pulls out to a 9-5 lead.
Yeah, you just saw Kazajanski out there getting on that left wing on that break, hitting the outlet quickly. And then the streaking Kazajanski along the left side finishes with his right hand off of the backboard. And a quick 6-point, what was that, a 7-point run? It was 5-2, 7-point run.
Yeah.
Puts the Bulldogs up by 4.
So now Exeter inbounds the ball. I'm sure their coach has reminded them to watch that ball security. There's a long 3 by Usta, no good. Rebound by Bedford. Gradinskis brings it over. Kicks it out to Lafferty. Now Zimmerman at the top of the key. Dribbles, pulls up. Over to Soden. Soden drives, leaves it there for Kazajanski, who drives to the bucket. A little short on the rebound, gets the rebound. It's on the floor. Bedford comes up with it.
Hustle.
And we're going to get a foul call here.
Looper picks up his second.
So, Bill, what did you see on the floor there?
Well, it came down to what the hustle was, and they got the hand in there just a little bit too quick and grabbed the arm instead of that little orange thing that they are supposed to be handling.
So Looper has his second foul already for Exeter.
We get big Cal McAuliffe, the junior's going to check in for the Bulldogs, as Dylan Lafferty will take a seat. We also get Looper picking up 2 fouls. He'll take an early seat as Ethan Moss checks in. Another one of those football players that performed quite well on the gridiron this fall.
There's the inbound. Soden drives, pulls up, kicks it back outside. They're going to call a travel on Soden. Turnover Bedford.
He tried that jump stop and just shuffled his feet. Too many steps as he looked to dish it back. So turnover, and Moss will bring it up.
4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 9-5 Bedford is up over Exeter. Into the corner, Zusta fakes the shot, pulls it down. Meyer sends it across to Ethan Moss. Usta back to Moss, back to Usta. They're just kind of getting it back and forth here, looking for a seam to get the ball in down low.
That's solid defense too, not providing too much of a glimpse. Great drive there and dish.
And now out for a 3 is Meyer. It's off the mark. Rebound by Moss. He misses it. Now Graney puts it up and he gets it finally for the Bluehawks. 9-7 is the score.
When you're in that zone defense at 2-3, you expect better defensive rebounding out there. Locking out right down there in the paint. You have plenty of people down there. Need to clean up that board on the defensive end. Too many looks for the Exeter Bluehawks.
McAuliffe had it at the top of the key, gives it to Soden. Now they kick it out to Zimmerman. Ball's punched out. Bedford picks it up though. Driving the baseline.
Oh, good luck.
Goes out to Kazajanski, who takes a shot and he gets fouled in the process.
Ooh, no, I think he stepped out along the baseline. Yep.
So another turnover there for Bedford.
Yeah, you can see right there on that replay, Soden was coming around along the baseline underneath the basket, and his foot went out of bounds.
Coach Marino asking for an explanation, gets it from the official.
It was a great look. He had open shooter on the backside, but just stepped out of bounds as he was delivering that pass.
Sean Toscano getting ready to go in for Bedford.
TJ O'Connell will come in too.
There's a 3-point try, and it's good by number 12, Johnny Meyer. That gives him 6 points, and Exeter back on top, 10-9.
Good looking shot there by the lefty Meyer. For some reason, those lefties are always good 3-point shooters. I don't know if you've noticed that, Harry.
And we've got a foul called here. Samir Usta picking up his first, reaching in.
3 team fouls now for the Bluehawks.
Kazajanski and Soden come out of the game. Gradinskis leaves it for Zimmerman. Over to Toscano, back to Toscano. And we're going to get a call here.
Moving screen on Cal McAuliffe. You can see here on the replay, he's just moving his feet a little bit, kind of nudges his hips into the defender. And you got to stay still when you're that big pick. Be patient, and sometimes you can blame that on the ball handler too. You have to wait till that pick gets in place, establish his position, and then run your man off of it.
Meyer loses the ball out of bounds, but they're going to say he went off a Bedford player.
Yeah, good quick hand there by Zimmerman.
2:09 to play here in the first. 10-9 Bluehawks up. Inbound to Graney. He's got Gradinskis on him. Across to Meyer. Pretty much everything kept to the perimeter here. Maxwell Smith in the game. He gets a look at the ball. Now Pafford passes it inside. It's intercepted by Toscano. Here come the Bulldogs. Toscano driving to the bucket. And he gets slapped down. You know, they're going to call an offensive foul on Toscano.
No, that was just out off of him. So the block was a great defensive play. We'll see it here again. Defender goes up, blocks it, and it comes back down and hits Toscano's hands as he's going out of bounds. So tough play there for Toscano. You got to admire his aggressive nature going to the basket, but turned out in the Bluehawks' favor. I believe that was Graney with the block there on the defensive end.
Moss with the ball for Exeter. 1:24 to go here in the first. They lead 10-9. Exeter very patient. Down low to Pafford. Now here's a shot for three by Cromer. It's off the mark, goes out of bounds. It goes off an Exeter player. It'll stay with Bedford.
So here again we see some full court pressure by the Bluehawks. Lafferty checks in for Zimmerman. Bulldogs get a little bit smaller.
And Exeter looks like
Nico, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Shifting a few players. Graney came out of the game.
Nico Bedoyan makes his first appearance, the standout freshman for the Bulldogs.
Max Smith knocks the ball out of Bedoyan's hands. It'll be another inbound play here for the Bulldogs. 1:06 to go. Bulldogs trailing 10-9.
Ooh.
And now an inbound play to TJ O'Connell. He's got Moss all over him, but he gets across the timeline. Still with it. Into the corner to Bedoyan. Now kicks it out to O'Connell. He takes a shot. It's off the mark. Rebound by Max Smith for Exeter. They bring it back. 45 seconds to go. Pass inside to... It looks like a traveling call here.
Yeah, Cooper Marriott caught that ball down low. He was going to turn it over either way. He traveled and then he threw it back court. So either way, that ball was going to the Bulldogs.
So both teams just exchanging turnovers here. Still 10-9, 41.6 to play here in the first quarter. Bedoyan gets the inbound, and he turns on the Jets, brings it inside. He's got McAuliffe inside. Kicks it out to O'Connell, takes a two-pointer, no good. Rebound, Bedford, back up, nope, too strong. But fouled in the process is Sean Toscano. He's going to go to the line for two.
Offensive board for the forward. Tries to force it back up. Doesn't get the roll, unfortunately, but he will go to the line. Now, I have to compliment TJ O'Connell on that. He missed his three-pointer in that previous possession. Up fake that time, got to his right. Couldn't quite knock it down, but gave himself a really nice look.
Toscano makes the first. That ties it up at 10.
Cromer picked up the foul there for the Bluehawks.
Second shot is good as well. Swirls in. Bedford back on top, 11-10 here. 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Will Ducharme with it for Exeter. Max Smith. Ducharme back with it again. Smith, they're just waiting for their chance here. 13 seconds to go.
They're looking for a last shot here.
Meyer high. Now a pass over to Smith.
Ooh,
and a long three. That's an air ball. The rebound went to Cromer, but he got bumped on the way up, and no call for a foul.
It looked like the official out here by half court was going to call a foul there, but he was waving it off and saying no attempt there. So the quarter ends, and the Bulldogs hold a 1-point lead, 11-10.
How would you have called that, Bill? I want you to second guess the officials here.
End of the quarter. That's what it is. End of the quarter.
He's being very professional.
Being very diplomatic.
That's actually helpful. We're not here to criticize the officials. We're just here to understand the calls as they come in. So your input, Bill, is very much appreciated.
Well, I mean, I could see that play just being incidental contact under the basket.
It was a shot, and it was a contested shot, and the referee the official did not see, and the buzzer went, and we move on to quarter number 2.
So let's catch up on the scoring so far. Sean Toscano for Bedford with 2 points, both free throws. Luke Soden leads with 5, a 3 and a 2. Austin Kazajanski with a 2, and Andrew Zimmerman with a 2.
On the Bluehawks side, we have Ryan Looper with 2. He's also got 2 quick fouls for the starter. Johnny Meyer has buried 2 3-pointers, so he has 6 points, and Ryan Graney has 2 as well, so that rounds out their 10 points.
So the Bulldogs start out with a 1-point lead, 11-10 here in the second quarter.
They stay in their 2-3 zone defense.
Descharm almost lets that go over the timeline, but recovers it. Pafford dribbles, sends it to Usta, back to Pafford at the top of the key. Now here's Usta for 3.
Got it. Buried it.
His first 3-pointer, and that puts the Bluehawks up 13-11. Bedford coming back. Zimmerman dribbles into the key, and he lets his foot drag. That's going to be a traveling call.
Yeah, he pivoted nicely back into the paint there, but dragged that pivot foot, as you mentioned, Harry, and they're going to call him for that every time. You see here on the replay, he just pivoted a little bit too much and dragged that left foot.
Now Usta down low tries to get it to Pafford, and there's contact under the basket with Soden, and they're going to call Soden here for
Zimmerman's going to pick up the foul there. Yep.
A bit of a bump there on Pafford. No shot yet. It's just the the third team foul on Bedford, so it's an inbound play. Meyer with it. Over to Descharm. Now the long 3 by Usta, and he's feeling it. He gets it. 6 points for Samir Usta. And Exeter expands the lead to 5, 16-11.
Yep. There you go. Usta's going to pick up his second foul there.
A little bit of contact there on Grudinskis. That's the 5th team foul here on the Bluehawks at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. 16-11, Exeter leads. And here's the inbound to Grudinskis.
So Exeter is killing them with 3-point shots here. They've hit 4 throughout the first quarter and a little bit here, causing problems.
Ball's loose, but taken right back. Oh, and a foul underneath on Dylan Lafferty. He got mugged.
We'll see if they call him on the shot attempt. Looked like it could have been called on the floor, but no, they'll give him the 2 shots.
So Lafferty now on the line. Chance to get on the score sheet. His first shot is good. That makes it 16-12. Bedford down 4. Lafferty dribbles. Second shot on the way. It's also good. Bedford perfect from the charity stripe tonight. 16-13 now. Bedford trailing by 3. Exeter with the ball. Descharm leaves it there for Usta. Cross pass to Meyer. Now from the corner is Pafford for 2, I believe, and that's good.
That's a good-looking jump shot right along the baseline there for Pafford. See the replay here. They get it in down along that right baseline, and his shot was true.
Soden drives, leaves it there for Kazajanski. Kicks out to Grudinskis. Pulls out, gives it to Zimmerman for 3. Too short. Rebound goes to Bedford, but there's going to be a foul on the floor here.
Yeah, Kazajanski's going to pick that up.
Right.
And you can't fault him for that. If you're his coach, you're going to encourage that hustle play because he's getting after that offensive rebound. Just picks up a tough foul. You're not in the bonus yet, so it's not too costly at this point. But you have to like the hustle play, getting after that offensive rebound.
So Bedford trails by 5, 18-13. Just under 6 to go here in the half. Ryan Looper's back in the game, and there's a turnover.
Yeah, illegal screen there by Aaron Scher. He'll pick up his second foul. 2 quick ones on Scher.
So Bedford with the inbound to Grudinskis.
And with that foul, the Bulldogs have gone into the bonus.
Here's a turnover by Pafford. He drives to the bucket and puts it in. Layup there by Evan Pafford after stealing the ball. And lead to 7. It's the biggest lead of the game for the Exeter Bluehawks, 20-13.
They've bounced into a 1-3-1 half-court trap here. And the Bulldogs solve it, but 1 possession too late as they gave up that turnover.
Grudinskis. Over to Lafferty. He drives. Now he gets double teamed. Kicks it out to O'Connell. His 3 is no good. But the rebound goes off of Pafford. The ball's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Rudinskas there battling for that offensive board. And it caroms out of bounds off of Evan Pafford's hand.
Now the officials are talking things over at the scorer's table. And we get a substitution.
Toscano in for Soden.
Rudinskas inbounds it to Kazajanski. Rudinskas down to the corner for Soden.
That's Toscano,
sorry,
just short on
Toscano.
that.
His three-pointer is short, and the rebound goes to Exeter. Meyer to Looper. He gets it back to Meyer. Now back to Looper up top. Under 5 to go. Into the corner goes Scher. He kicks it back out to Looper. Now Meyer drives to the top of the key over to Usta. Usta from 3. A high arcing shot is good.
Step away.
Usta
Third three-pointer for Usta. He's getting his shots, and they're going.
leads all scorers with 9. That's a 10-point lead now for the Bluehawks. And here's a, I don't know.
That's a tough call right there, but the official was screened out, right? He was behind Kazajanski, right? So this ball goes deep into the corner.
I thought it went off the Exeter player.
I'm pretty sure that's an accurate call by you, Harry, but unfortunately the referee was screened out by Kazajanski.
We have the better angle from our perch up here in the stands.
And I'm sure all of the Exeter players along the bench saw the same thing that we did, but they're not going to argue with the beneficial call. So the Bulldogs find themselves in a 10-point hole here with 4:30 left in the first half.
So that's just part of the game. The officials they don't have X-ray eyes. They can't see through players.
Well, they try to get to the best position they can, and when you got 10 people running around, you're trying to make sure that they're all where they're supposed to be. So there are times that could happen.
Now, Bill, you haven't tried to order those X-ray glasses out of Mad Magazine for your entire official crew here?
Well, you know, I believe their eyesight is tested well, and believe me, there's a lot of things moving around, and we have to make those calls within split seconds. So
Exeter with the ball. Pafford has it at the top. Usta again.
And so we see here the Bulldogs have shifted to a man-to-man defense. They were giving up way too many outside looks.
Aaron Scher had the pass underneath, but he couldn't get the easy layup. And now here comes Bedford back the other way. O'Connell's layup, he had a little contact there. He couldn't put it up. Now Exeter comes back. Scher triple team, but he gets the shot away. No good. Here comes Kazajanski the other way, end-to-end with the layup. He puts it up short, and the rebound goes to Exeter. 3:45 to go, 23-13. Bluehawks in the lead. Pafford had it underneath, but he kicks it outside for 3 to Aaron Scher. His shot misses. Bedford comes back the other way. This is quick action both ways. Dylan Lafferty dribbling. Puts the layup. No good. Bluehawks with the rebound. Now we get a whistle. And it's going to go
foul here.
It's going to go against the Bluehawks.
Yeah, another illegal screen.
Is that on Looper?
That was going to be on Pafford. He picked it up. He was trying to help with a screen and get his guard a little bit of space. And since that's an offensive foul, we're not going to see shots from the line on the 1-and-1. But the Bulldogs will take it out under the basket. O'Connell inbounds to Lafferty.
Gets it over to Toscano. He's watched by Usta. O'Connell decides to dribble, but he winds up with he runs right into Ryan Graney, and they're going to call him for a travel.
And Graney had good position there. He established himself, wasn't moving his feet. Took a good hit from Toscano.
Yeah, he's lucky he wasn't offensive.
32 had the spot.
So we're at the 3-minute mark here of the half. Pafford drives the bucket.
Ooh, offensive foul there. Charge on Evan Pafford.
Pafford can't believe it.
We'll see the replay here as Zimmerman slid over in established position. Pafford's body was a bit out of control as Zimmerman took it right in the chest.
Oh, Bedford's in a bit of a scoring slump here. They're down by 10. They need a bucket. Under 3 minutes to play here in the half. They trail 23-13. Toscano being watched by Usta. Ooh. Lafferty back to Toscano for 3. Rims out. Exeter with the rebound. Now a foul being called on the Bulldogs. reaching in.
TJ O'Connell will pick that up as he tried to hustle after the offensive board. The Bulldogs are getting shots. They're getting good looks. They're just not fouling right now.
So now the inbound play, Ryan Looper brings it over the timeline. Soden's on him. He leaves it for Myers. Myers tries to drive to the outside, puts himself into the corner, double teamed, gets away from it. Usta now for three, his favorite spot. That's off. Rebound by Meyer. But a contact call here.
I think they're going to call Graney as he was caving in the box out. And he's trying to help free up his teammate for the offensive board, but was just smashing into the back of Zimmerman. So he's going to go to the line on the loose ball foul. And this might take the top off of the rim here for the Bulldogs as they've gone cold from the offensive side of the ball.
2:23 to go here in the second quarter. Bedford is in the bonus here. Zimmerman at the line. His first shot gets a friendly roll and drops. Zimmerman with 3 points so far.
See it bounce all over the rim there on the replay. The second one is good too. 4 points for Zimmerman now.
Lead is down to 8 for Exeter, 23-15. 2:17 to go. Looper dribbles. Sorry, go ahead.
Picket fences up top there. Wow. Acrobatic finish by number 12, Johnny Meyer. He's buried 2 threes and then gets the kiss off the glass, and he'll go to the line too, hooping the harm.
The basket gives Meyer 8 points on the half with a chance to add another. Now Zimmerman comes out of the game. That's the second foul. Now the and one is perfect for Meyer. He's got 9 points. And they stretch the lead to 11. And now a drive all the way to the bucket. TJ O'Connell lays it up and good. It's 26-17 now. Under 2 minutes to play. Meyer fakes a shot, pulls it up, gives it to Usta, give and go back to Myers. Up high to Looper. He drives at the foul line. Jumper, no good. Rebound by number 11, Smith.
That's a tough one. The long rebound bounced out wide. They had blocked out well underneath, but a long rebound falls to the hands of the Bluehawks.
Pass inside to Graney, but he decides to kick it out for three. And a shot by Meyer, no good. Now a foul on the Bluehawks. Looper's going to get his third.
Third foul. It's one to watch there for the starter for the Bluehawks.
And it looks like he's going to be coming out.
Ethan Moss will check back in for him as he's struggled with foul trouble throughout the first half, and O'Connell will go to the line on the loose ball foul. Double bonus situation, and he'll shoot two.
1:24 to go in the half. And just a little bit off there. Lead stays at 9 points for the Bluehawks, 26-17. And the second one is good for O'Connell. So 26-18 with 1:24 to go. Looks like Marrier is going to be checking into the game. Usta comes out. Ethan Moss dribbling.
And Bedoyan checks in for the Bulldogs as O'Connell comes out.
Marrier now to Graney.
Ooh, too strong.
There's a three-point try by Maxwell Smith off the mark. Bedoyan with the rebound brings it in. Gets it over to Lafferty, almost a travel there. Now
Nice
Lafferty drives to the bucket and in it goes. 4 points to Dylan Lafferty, 26-20. 50 seconds to go here in the half.
Crafty finish you can see here by Lafferty getting to his left hand and kissing it off the glass.
Graney with it to Smith. Smith drives, kicks it back to Meyer. He's going to get fouled on a three-point attempt by Nico Bedoyan. So with 39.2 to go, Meyer's going to get his three free throws here.
Easy for him to say.
Yeah. That's a tough position for the defender. You know that Johnny Meyer has buried 2 3-pointers already earlier in the half. So you're trying to close out and contest that three-point shooter. In this case, he just gets too close, cuts out his legs.
His first was good, his second no good. One more to come, 27-20 right now. Smith out of the game, and Cromer is in for Exeter. Third shot is the charm there for Meyer. He's got himself 11 points. Now they got pressure, almost a turnover there for Bedford, but Lafferty is able to settle it down. Long three by Soden is good. 28-23 with 25 seconds to go. Driving with the basket, Graney, Ethan Moss tries to get away from Soden. Meyer waiting for that last shot. He's got 8 seconds, 7, 6, but he dribbles it off his foot out of bounds. Bedford's going to get the ball back with 5.4 to go.
That's plenty of time to get up the court. You see here Meyer on the replay, dribbles back down. The ball looked like it got tipped by maybe McAuliffe on that far side before he checked out, and then went off of Meyer's toe.
Kazajanski gets the ball. He tries to get around Graney. And the shot there is a clean block there by Graney, and the ball just harmlessly goes to the floor, and that's going to end the half with the Exeter Bluehawks leading 28-23.
You said a clean block. I looked over at Bill Carter, our help on the broadcast tonight, and he gave me some pretty big eyes and raised eyebrows. So
okay,
it looked like there might have been contact there at the buzzer, but
I got something in my eye. Oh, man.
Again, we're not here to criticize, just to make observations. So a back and forth first half. Exeter broke it out to a 10-point lead, but the Bulldogs were able to pull it back to within 5 as we go into the halftime break.
And let's get you caught up with the scoring so far. The score is 28-23. Exeter in the lead. Sean Toscano with a pair of free throws. That gives him 2. Luke Soden with 8 points. He leads all Bedford scorers. TJ O'Connell with 3. Dylan Lafferty with 4. Austin Kazajanski with 2. And Andrew Zimmerman with 4 points.
For the Bluehawks, we have Ryan Looper with 2. Samir Usta has buried 3 3-pointers for 9 points. Johnny Meyer leading all scorers with 11. Evan Pafford with 4. And Ryan Graney with 2.
So we've got Bill here with us, not just only to talk about the officials, second guess them, but you're here to talk about some other things as well.
Yes, officiating. You know, we talk a lot about over the past couple of years, COVID and other situations, and about how officials are needed within the state of New Hampshire. And what we have here in New Hampshire, we're a body which is called IABO, International Association of Approved Basketball Officials. Any game done in the state of New Hampshire is done by Board 32 officials of IABO. And really, as time goes on, right now I'm told that we're down 102 officials from last year. And COVID knocked out a lot of officials because of the whole situation. So really, the state has a little bit over 300 officials doing all the games within the state, all the way from middle school up to Division I. So really what I'm here is to try to promote officiating in the state, and it's very easy to get involved. If you used to play basketball, you love the game of basketball, you want to run a little bit, the 3-month season that starts in December runs to March at the latest. You know, you can go to iabo.org, which is IAABO.org. There's a website that you can go to, it talks about officiating. There's an online course you can take. Once you take that online course, pass it, whatever state you live in, now you go, and your name is being sent to the coordinator in the state here, which in this state is Gary Janess. And basically, we have 4 boards in the state. One for the Seacoast, one for the southern part of the state, one for the western part of the state, and then of course we have a different group that is officiating in the Northlands. Once you pass that test, then you're sent over to the coordinator in one of each of those boards, and then you go to do a floor test, which it's not going to be a game like this. This, we'll find a middle school game during the summertime. There's a lot of leagues going on. Get you some floor time, and just showing that, hey, you're ready to go. Once you pass your floor test, you get a patch. I don't have my shirt on tonight, but then you get the opportunity to work. Could be middle school games to start off. Work yourself 3, 4, 5 years, and then next thing you know, you're officiating a freshman game or a JV game. And I've been doing this for 24 years, and I'm doing the D1 boys and girls here in the state. So if you're interested in refereeing, go to iabo.org. That's IAABO.org. Check it out. There's going to be links that you can ask any questions, and hope that you might want to come out and have some fun here on the basketball court.
So, Bill, you can't have any kind of competitive sport without officials.
That is correct.
And we have all levels of play. You've got high school, you've got youth sports and things like that. So it's a really important thing. But along with having fun calling games, is there a stipend sometimes involved? So this is something that you can kind of do for a little bit of money?
This is not a free thing. You do make a pay. Obviously, anywhere, depending on the league. I mean, you got middle school, but an hour of your time on an evening, $35, and right now, an official doing varsity games in the state of New Hampshire is making $90. So for an hour and a half, this year we're looking at 2 or 3 times a week. Normal season, we're usually doing Tuesdays and Fridays, but games with COVID and everything, they're trying to get the season moved up. So it's a condensed season. Playoffs start in February this year versus March. So yeah, it's not a free thing, but you work, and there's also camps you can go to learn more about this. So it is not for free, but again, it allows you to earn a few dollars, learn a trade on the off season, and get a little bit of exercise.
At these camps, what exactly are they teaching you? Like, what are some of the fundamentals that somebody needs to know to be an official? Well,
they're going to teach you block charge. They're going to teach you traveling. You're going to teach you all the basics. In the future, when I show up, I'll come up with a few more props. This was kind of, my game got canceled tonight, so I said to Bill, hey, you've been asking me to do this. Let's come out here. So, in the future, I'll get a few more props. But really, there's game cards. They show you how to position yourself. You talk about 2 gentlemen or ladies or whatever on the court, they need to be in the best position to see the plays. So that's what the camps do. They teach you how to be in a better position so you can see these plays. Because believe me, we can sit here and look at all the plays as we want.
And replays.
But right there, you have a split second, no more 2 or 3 seconds, and you got to make that call right there. Good, bad, or indifferent. So really, what you're learning at these camps is to understand what a jump stop is, what a travel is. So once you do all those different things, then you can come out here and work your trade through the middle school, and then you get into freshman, because this is where an official wants to be, doing varsity games in the state that they are in. And that leads you into improving yourself so that when the playoff time comes, now you're doing playoff games. And that's the key. That's what people want to judge themselves, improve themselves over the years. And, I think I've improved a little bit over the last 24 years, gained a few pounds, but, I look forward to my basketball season every year and making sure that I'm ready and being fit for it. So.
Now, we know that it takes a lot. It takes a certain personality to be a good official. You have to tune out the parrots on the other side that are, the 45 or so other officials coming from the opposite bleachers. What would you say is probably the most misunderstood rule of basketball that you hear a lot of guff from fans, parents, etc.?
Traveling.
Okay.
You got to understand, traveling doesn't start until a pivot foot is set. So, yes, you can look at the ball. If you watch the ball, that's you're not looking at the right spot. Look at the person's feet. If that person has the ball 2 feet on the ground, once a foot is picked up, the other foot is your pivot foot. So you can put that down, but you cannot pick it up again. So a lot of times, they'll say, hey, that was 3 steps. Well, if possession of the ball wasn't there, until that second step. There's only 2 steps there. So those are the things you got to look at. A little quick question. You answer about all the other people sitting on the other side. I was doing a game, and I won't mention the gym. There was 3 gentlemen on the front just really getting into the officials, really. And the game stopped, and I was standing in front of them. They said, "Don't you hear us? Don't you hear what we're saying?" I said, "No." But the 3 women in the back row, they went shopping today, and boy, they got some pretty good deals. I tell you, that shut them up the rest of the night, knowing that they knew we were listening, but we weren't, they just wanted to make sure they were over there.
It's a challenge. You have to tune that out, and again, everybody feels like they have the basketball experience and history that makes them qualified to be an official, but not necessarily to your caliber of 24 years of experience across the state. So
exactly, and it's a fun thing to do. I mean, and the coaches, in the state are great. They work with you. If I have coaches say, if the player gives you any gruff, let us know, and they're going to be sitting down. So, working with the official, with the coaches, really makes it a game a whole lot easier.
Bill, thanks a lot for joining us.
Not a problem.
One more time, remind everybody where people can go to sign up.
It's called IAABO.org, IAABO.org, and check out the site and try to do it.
Thanks a lot, Bill. We got some stats here, courtesy of Andrew Dixon, who's the statistician for the Bulldogs.
what leaps out at you there, Harry?
Let you take a look at that.
Without even looking at the stats, I would say it's 3-point shooting. The Bluehawks were hot early from the outside when the Bulldogs were in their 2-3 zone. They hit several 3-pointers. You saw them switch to man defense to try to eliminate some of those open outside shots, and it was definitely effective as they got into the latter half of the second quarter.
Yeah, Bluehawks hit 5 of 14 for 35%. Bulldogs at 2 of 9. Overall shot attempts, Exeter shooting 41%, 10 of 24, and it's 35% for the Bulldogs, 7 of 20. Free throws, 7 of 8 for the Bulldogs, 87%, 3 of 4 for Exeter, and 75% rebounds. Offensive rebounds, 5 for Exeter, 2 for Bedford, and defensive rebounds, 8 for Exeter and 6 for the Bulldogs. So relatively even, but slight advantage there in the shooting percentages and the rebound percentages there for the Exeter Bluehawks. So we're ready to start the second half, and with the call of the game, here's Corey Mustatiger. Take it away.
So Zimmerman will inbound for the Bulldogs. Looks to Gradinskis. He's guarded closely there by Usta. So Soden comes into the backcourt, and now the Bulldogs will get into their offense. Right side for Lafferty. Rips through, goes nowhere. Now looks for an outlet. Zimmerman quickly double team down low. The ball squirts out to Lafferty, and he finishes. Doesn't finish Lefty, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Aaron Scher picks up his 3rd foul quickly in the 3rd quarter. Nice entry pass down low to Lafferty as he spun around to his left. He finished nicely lefty in the first half. Couldn't quite get this one to go and misses the front end here.
Yeah, around the world there.
So he'll stay with 4 points for now as he gets his second. Toes the line, spins, bounce, bounce. Second shot is long, but he gets his own rebound. Scrambles for that loose ball.
Still on the ground. Bedford
Zimmerman
comes up with it.
muscles his way through and bounces it back to Gradinskis. Top of the key. Hands off to Soden. Stops, finds Gradinskis open, and now passes back to Zimmerman at the top of the key. He looked like he got blocked, but it looks like Marrier probably got him on the arm, so Zimmerman will go to the line.
So great hustle there by the Bulldogs, not ready to give up on that loose ball. Earned him another possession and another trip to the foul line.
Zimmerman's first is true. He has 5 now on the evening. Second is short, but Lafferty scraps for that offensive rebound. Squirts out to Gradinskis, and they'll tie it up.
Possession arrow 4 goes to the favor of the Bluehawks. They will get it on that jump ball.
You see Usta and Gradinskis tying that ball up. And possession arrow points for the Bluehawks. 7:13 left here in the 3rd quarter. The Bluehawks hold a 4-point lead.
Bulldogs slowly chipping away at that lead. They were trailing as much as 11 in the second quarter.
Looper brings it up, finds a cutter. Deep in the corner now. Pafford's three is no good. Rebound Gradinskis, and he gets out into transition. Kazajanski back up to Gradinskis. Now Soden looks, drives the lane, finishes in the lane, and he'll get that bounce to roll around and go down. And he leads the Bulldogs with 10 points.
That brings the Bulldogs within 2, 28-26.
Spun around, baseline drive, can't get it to go as Meyer too strong off the glass. Soden top of the key, gets in the lane, can't finish. Ripped off by Pafford and into transition. Drive hard there, and it'll go for Cooper Marrier. Good strong drive with his right hand through the lane. And it is 30-26. Bluehawks hold a 4-point lead. Zimmerman for three now, short. Went over the backboard. I'm not sure it touched anything.
It touched one of the support wires.
Did it? Okay, I didn't quite see it touch the support wire, so it is out of bounds. And now Looper will bring it up slowly against Soden. Dishes to Meyer. Looper now, right side. Gets double team there, back to Meyer. Ooh, pass goes a little astray, but Pafford is there to recover for the Bluehawks.
Oh, Coach Marino wanted to travel there.
I think he wanted the offensive foul, but Kazajanski comes away with the loose ball, gets out into transition, finishes nicely as the ball balanced on the rim.
Oh, that ball was thinking about it for a long time.
It sure was. Finally goes down, and Kazajanski now has 4, and it's a 2-point game. Bluehawks lead 30-28.
Kazajanski took it all the way to the basket. He just turned on the Jets, split the defense.
And hung in the air nicely there. Got himself some time, was able to finish. Luke Soden will pick up a foul here on a hand check.
Yeah, it's going to be his first foul. 4:56 to go here in the third quarter. Bedford within 2 now, 30-28. Exeter leads.
Inbound to Pafford, cross court, finds Meyer. Meyer spins, can't quite get it back out. Somehow it finds Cooper Marrier, and he's going to get called for a travel.
Yeah, he tried to split the defense doing a little pirouette. Official said he moved his pivot foot, so another turnover for the Bluehawks.
So Lafferty along the top right looks for cutters between the legs, handoff to Kazajanski. Gradinskis down to Soden now. Drives hard lefty. Picks up his dribble. Now Kazajanski finds Lafferty. His shot is blocked. Meyer getting up at it and sends it into the second row, as some folks in their Christmas PJs over there were receiving that ball.
Usta comes out of the game. Ethan Moss is back in.
Lafferty will inbound into O'Connell. Zimmerman to Kazajanski. Looks to drive. Good man-to-man defense here by the Bluehawks. O'Connell to Lafferty right in the lane. Back to that left hand, and he finishes strong. Lafferty now with 6.
Yeah, switching the hands there really made the difference.
Got to the hoop, pivoting back to his left, and he's shown some crafty moves in the paint.
And that ties the game up.
Ball game.
Bedford back up on 30-30 here.
A good no call there. Two strong kids going solidly up. O'Connell there, playing defense closely on Meyer. Kick it back to the other side. Moss now drives the lane. Finds Looper in the corner. Three-pointer is good. Tough shot by Looper.
Looper had a fight to keep that ball in bounds, too.
And the Bluehawks go up by 3. See the dish here to the corner, and Looper was wide open for that corner 3. Soden drives. Oh, it had Zimmerman backside. Now O'Connell will shoot for three, too strong. Zimmerman up strong for the offensive board. Soden got to the rim but couldn't finish.
Yeah, just put it up too hard off the backboard.
Meyer looks low. Cutter there. Excellent cut by Cooper Marrier, and he finishes. 4 points now for Marrier, and Bluehawks go up by 5. You see this replay here as Marrier goes right into the lane and finishes with a finger roll. Kazajanski kicks to O'Connell. Spin into the lane. Ooh. Tipped away by the defense.
Yeah, Pafford got a hand on that and turned into a turnover.
Pafford pulls from 3 and buries it. And they're quickly out to an 8-point lead. 7 now for Pafford. And Exeter leads 38-30.
Yeah, Pafford had something to say to the Bedford defender after making that shot.
Kazajanski spins back to his left and gets hacked by Pafford. That'll be his third. And Kazajanski will go to the line as he was going up. Looked like he might have been ready to dish that off. I'm not sure if we'll see that on the replay. Zimmerman was right there. Kazajanski's first is no good. Rims in and out.
Max Smith is in the game. Pafford comes out.
Marrier also will take a seat as Graney checks in for him. Kazajanski's second is true. 5 points now for the sophomore. 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. And the Bluehawks hold a 7-point lead, 38-31. Smith over to Graney now. Back to Moss. Moss to Looper. He'll pull from 3. Too short. O'Connell out on the break. Getting chased down. Baseline to Kazajanski.
Lucky he got that ball back.
Ooh. McAuliffe back up top to O'Connell, excuse me. Toscano kicks to Lafferty into the lane. Hop
Runner,
step,
no good.
won't get it to go. And Smith comes away with that. Finds Looper. Down low to Graney. Another cut in the middle.
Almost broken up by Bedford. Exeter retains possession. Here's Looper's 3.
Deep 3, and that's good. So 2 threes in a row. Looper has 8. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. As you see Looper pulling from well beyond the arc. O'Connell gets into the lane left, he won't go. Spun back to his left and had a decent look. Looper now drives, and he'll get the hoop and the harm. 10 points now for Looper. Quick outburst by the junior guard. He's picked up 3 fouls quickly in the first half, and now he's making up for it in the second. He has 10 points and will go to the line seeking his 11th.
Seemed like just a few moments ago, Bedford had pulled even at 30 apiece. They made up an 11-point deficit from the first half, and now they find themselves down by 12.
13-1, now 14-1 run.
Cooper getting the friendly bounce there at the rim.
44-31. The Bedford offense is dried up. Toscano will pull from 3, and that's good. Toscano with 5 points now, and that was a helpful bucket to pull it back to 10.
Now Exeter's going to play for the last shot. Looper taking his time. He's got 7 seconds to work with here. Graney with the pick. Looper still with it. Takes a 3. I think he got a little block on the way.
That was a great switch off by Cal McAuliffe, one of the taller Bedford players, as he was able to contest that 3-pointer by McAuliffe, and it's no good. So So the third quarter ends with a 10-point deficit for the Bulldogs as the Bluehawks went on a quick run there.
Yeah, this game really got out of hand quickly for Bedford. They're shooting off the mark here after tying the game up at 30 apiece. Scored through 3 quarters, Sean Toscano with 5 points, Luke Soden with 10, TJ O'Connell with 3, Dylan Lafferty with 6, Austin Kazajansky with 5, Andrew Zimmerman with 5 points.
Ryan Looper made a great outburst there for the Bluehawks in the early part of the third quarter. 9 points for him in that third quarter, so he has 11. Samir Usta has 9. Johnny Meyer has 11. Evan Pafford with 7. Cooper Marrier on 2 good buckets in the lane has 4. And Ryan Graney has 2. That rounds out their 44 points and pushes them out to a 10-point lead.
So the Bulldogs have a tall mountain to climb here. They're going to make up a 10-point deficit, and they just have 8 minutes to do it in.
Well, we saw the Bluehawks just go on a very quick run, scoring points in bundles there in the third quarter. So the game is definitely not out of reach, especially if you get a couple of hot shooters. But they're certainly going to need to make up some ground here. Rudinskas comes in, taps his chin to call out the play. Hands to Soden, drives the lane. Lafferty now.
Pafford had cut off his lane.
Toscano drives lefty into the lane, finds Lafferty for 3. Ooh, they needed that one to go, but they get the offensive board. Grudinskas comes away with it. Gets to his left. Toscano dishes to Grudinskas, open for 3. He pulls, no good. Pulled down by Toscano. Ooh, looked like he got fouled, but we can't see that from here.
That would have been the 4th on Looper, but instead they're just going to say he knocked it out of bounds. So possession stays with Bedford here.
They bark out their play. Picks along the baseline there. Zimmerman gets to the hoop. Can't quite get it to go. He went to his left hand. Coach Moreno thought his legs were cut out from under him, but no call there. Meyer's 3 attempt won't go, but we'll get an offensive foul there on Pafford caving in the box out. Oh, I'm sorry, this is going to be on 34. Aaron Scherer, that's his 4th foul. I thought it was going to be on 22, but it was Scherer.
And it is his 4th. Stays out there for now. Rudinskas slipped on the way down to the floor, but he got the ball away before travel was called.
Toscano back to Grudinskas. Some nifty dribbling, doesn't get far. Soden gets to the rim, misses, but Zimmerman's there to clean it up. 7 for Zimmerman.
Good follow-up there by Andrew Zimmerman.
44-36, the Bluehawks hold an 8-point lead. Looper now into the front court. Gets to his left, kicks back to the top for Usta. It finds its way back to Looper for 3, no good. Grudinskas comes away with the rebound. Tries to get quickly into transition. Now finds Lafferty in the corner for 3, no good. Bulldogs are definitely getting looks, but they're not falling. Looper into the front court now. Across the court to Pafford, and now to Scherer. Down low to Meyer. Good defense by Zimmerman. Forces a tough shot by Meyer. No foul there. Zimmerman got whacked on the way in, but he's going to get called for an offensive foul. That's Zimmerman's 3rd foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call there.
Sure, look on the replay here, it looks like he gets whacked on the arm first and then goes in for the charge, but the second one is called, so Zimmerman has 3, and it is a turnover.
What say you, Bill Carter?
One thing that we got to talk about when it comes to a block charge, look at the defender. The defender was in the spot right there and took the brunt of that blow. That is a clear charge right there.
And that's a tough timing call because it was definitely a charge there. But if we take a look at the replay here, it looks like Zimmerman gets whacked right there before the charge. So, again, it's tough when you have to make a bang-bang play. It definitely was a charge if you didn't see the whack on the arm before that. Tough call. So 44-36, the Bluehawks hold an 8-point lead. 6 minutes left here in the game. Harry, go ahead. I cut you off.
The Bulldogs have had their chances here to cut that lead, but they can't get the shots to fall. I'm thinking too, they might be feeling a little bit of pressure and trying to move too quickly. If Zimmerman had pulled up, maybe allowed the defense to set up, they might have had a better shot than the one they took.
Yeah, you frequently call that pressing. Ball quickly trying to beat the press. Good defense by Toscano going straight up. Got a piece of that ball. Comes back out to Usta. Now finds Looper. Looper will set up the offense again and burn a little time off the clock. Looper drives hard righty. Gets down and around, and Toscano will draw the foul as he whacked Looper on the head. Tough call. Quick player Looper got in, and you can see Toscano there with his left hand just whacked Looper in the head.
Yeah, but his rebound hit the back of the backboard.
So Looper goes to the line for 2. First is up and good.
You know, every time you stop Exeter from scoring, that's an opportunity to cut the lead. And you really have to make those shots count, those opportunities to cut that lead down.
Second one is a bit too strong, rattles out of the basket, so Looper will stay with 12. Grudinskis up into transition.
That touched every part of the bucket except the bottom.
Good strength there by Lafferty, and he can't finish. Rebound, an outlet pass goes astray. Usta now for 3. Short. O'Connell with the rebound.
Now here we go, a chance to reduce the lead.
Lafferty now, over to Soden. Soden drives lefty. Had his defender in the air. Didn't take advantage. Grudinskis now finds Kazajanski for 3, and that's good. Kazajanski gets his first 3-pointer to go. He has 8 points, and it's a 6-point lead for the Bluehawks.
2-possession game now.
45-39. Looper into the front court. Gets a pick there by Pafford. Usta now taking his time, drives lefty, looks to Looper, gets to his left, can't get it to go. Rebound comes away.
Goes out of bounds.
Unfortunately, Looper lost his balance there and was falling to the ground and went off of his hand, as they will call it Bulldog ball.
Another stop, another chance to cut this lead.
Grudinskis now hands to Kazajanski. He gets into the lane.
Oh.
Won't go.
That was a pretty layup, but it did everything but go in.
He's an athletic kid. He's getting to the rim, just not finishing each time. Looper now picks up a pick, gets around Grudinskis, kicks back up top for Meyer. Over to Scher, back to Meyer.
4 minutes to play here.
And that's the defense that you need. Grudinskis comes away with it. He'll get to the rim, and he gets whacked. Ooh, athletic play there. 2 tough kids going up strong, and it looks like Pafford's going to come away with that foul, his 4th. Tough play on that breakaway as Grudinskis ripped it away on the turnover. There was a tough collision there as Grudinskis went to finish with his left hand. Replay here, you saw Grudinskis coming away with it. And Pafford, great hustle play getting back, but just came away with too much arm. And Grudinskis will go to the line for 2. First one is strong.
Zimmerman back in the game, as is Cooper Marrier. Lafferty comes out, and Aaron Scher out for Exeter.
Grudinskis misses badly on his second one. It does graze the rim, so no violation. But it remains a 6-point lead for the Bluehawks. Looper into the front court. Kicks back up top for Usta. Pafford now will back it out. Loses his balance. Grudinskis comes away with another one.
Wow, that was really strange.
O'Connell.
Kind of an enforced error there by Pafford.
They had a 5-on-4 and can't find the open shooter, so the Bluehawks do recover. Kazajanski now. Over to Soden. Ooh, wow. Tough call there on Soden, as he'll pick up an offensive foul.
Yeah, they're going to say the arm bar there.
Let's look here again. And perhaps he's pushing off with his right hand as he's dribbling left.
The defender had a spot. If you push him off his spot, the official has nothing the butt to make that call.
It looked like Cooper Marrier drawing that offensive foul. Into the corner to Moss. Hand off to Looper. The Bulldogs are going to need to extend their defense here if they're going to look to make a comeback. They find Meyer on the backside. Ball fake gets to the rim, and he'll get an and one opportunity. So Meyer drives hard. We're going to have Kazajanski on the foul. Meyer gets it to go. He has 13, looking for 14 as he gets the N1. 47-39. Chance to push this out to a 9-point lead. Foul shot is up and rims out. So it will stay an 8-point lead. Zimmerman quickly into the front court. Soden drives righty, gets a nice layup to go. Soden with 12 now. It's a 6-point game, 47-41. Looper beats. Wow, we're going to get an offensive foul away from the ball as Moss is going to get called for a foul. I didn't quite see what happened there, but it was a moving screen or a block out away from the ball.
That's only his first foul, but it's the 16th foul on Exeter.
So next one will put both teams in the bonus as each are sitting with 6 team fouls. O'Connell will bring it up. He's checked there by Meyer. Lafferty looks to his left, finds Bedoyan. Kicks to the corner. O'Connell will pull from 3, he's short. Ripped away from the defensive boards by Pafford. He gets it to Looper. Ooh, looked like that might have been a travel. Pafford finds Usta. He'll get to the lane and pull. Rattles around the rim and falls. Usta now with 11. And an 8-point lead. Soden gets in. Finds Zimmerman up top, and that's short. Lafferty with the offensive board. He tried to find his cutting Zimmerman. That won't go. Pivot. Soden's 3-pointer is blocked, but Zimmerman comes away with that. Now Soden gets in. Ooh, and that won't fall, but Lafferty's there to clean it up. His 8th point. And we get a quick timeout.
Yeah, they worked hard for those 2 points.
They sure did. Several shots that kind of dangled around the rim. Offensive boards, a couple of loose balls that found their way to Bedford Bulldog hands. And it is a 2-possession game as the Bluehawks hold a 6-point lead.
So Frank Marino rallying the troops here, try to come up with a strategy here to cut this lead even more. 1:39 left in the game. They've got 6 points to make up.
They're pressing hard here. They're taking the ball strong to the rim, looking to get foul calls. And if they're not getting them, trying to get it up on the glass or to find a spot-up shooter around that 3-point perimeter. Bluehawks, again, obviously are going to take their time. They have a 6-point lead. Work that ball around. They have to expect an aggressive defense, perhaps a double team here and there, and likely would find an open spot-up shooter or a drive, perhaps a cutter in the lane. Here for Bedford. Perhaps they have either a full court pressure there that they're going to try to apply or maybe a half court trap. We'll see what Coach Moreno has dialed up. They come out in full court pressure here. Looks to be full court man-to-man. They get it in the far sideline to Meyer. They trap him in the corner. Looper gets whacked by Zimmerman, so that's okay, right? That's okay. You're sending him to the line for a 1-and-1. Unfortunately, Looper's a very good free throw shooter, but only 5 seconds have peeled off the clock. So you're trying to shorten the possessions here and seeing what you can do on your offensive end.
Yeah, Looper's 2 for 2 in this game.
I have 2 for 3.
Oh, okay.
But that's all right. I'm not going to check your stats, Harry.
I might have fallen asleep.
But he is a good shooter. 12 points on the night, a couple of 3-pointers. His first one is too strong.
Jinxed him.
And we're going to get a travel. Marrier came away with that offensive board, but shuffled his feet. So the Bulldogs got what they're looking for. Empty possession for the Bluehawks and only 7 seconds off the clock. Gradinskis, looked like he might have traveled. Soden gets an open look for three. Too short. Zimmerman with the board. That gets batted around. O'Connell. A flop there by Looper, and somehow he comes up with a steal from the floor as his bounce pass went right into his hands. Pafford spins away from pressure. They need to foul here. Take the foul. And they finally do, as O'Connell whacks Marrier, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that was an odd turnover there.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get to the
flat on the ground.
He flopped looking for the offensive foul on O'Connell. O'Connell didn't foul him, but then went for a bounce pass directly where Looper was laying. So it was a very unfortunate turnover. And Looper was in the right place at the right time. Marrier's front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. Zimmerman quickly into the front court. Soden guarded closely there by Looper. And Coach Moreno will call a timeout.
Yeah, he saw that Soden was in trouble there on the floor.
You know, if he rolls away right there, he could get called for the travel, but he kept his rear end firmly planted, and they do get a timeout called. So 53 seconds left here. The Bluehawks hold a 6-point lead, 49-43.
Bill, when a player's on the floor like that, how close is the line to travel?
As long as he doesn't try to get up. It's not a travel. Once he rolls or tries to get up, it's a travel. Point blank, right there. So if he's on his backside, he bounces it away, he's fine. But the minute he tries to get up or try to do something with that ball, that will be a travel.
I think Coach Frank Marino might have saved him there with that timeout.
Yes, and he called it when he had possession. A timeout cannot be called unless there's team possession. So luckily, Bedford had possession of the ball when he called timeout.
So Luke Soden was right there at the top of the key, struggling to find a teammate. Coach Marino calls a timeout. He's able to set up a play here. We're going to get some substitutions, likely for three-point shooters. And Coach Marino has a play dialed up that will hopefully get the Bulldogs an open look. So despite a few players with foul trouble, the Bluehawks have stayed on the floor. Pafford has 4 and Scher has 4. Looper picked up 3 in the first half and has yet to make a foul here in the second. 53 seconds to go. Gradinskis goes way back, goes into the backcourt, comes away with it. O'Connell with the 3, that gets tipped. Soden with the offensive board, and he gets whacked on the way up. Usta, I think, will come away with that foul. Soden in a fortunate position to field that tipped ball, and they do get to the line. So hopefully it is not an empty possession here, but Usta picks up his 3rd foul. Soden's first is good. He leads the Bulldogs with 13. Bedoyan checks in for Zimmerman. Maybe looking to harass on the inbounds. Second is good. 14 for Soden. Long outlet pass. And they get a layup on the back end as Aaron Scher is there to finish. Quickly into the front court. 35 seconds to go. O'Connell sees a flop from Meyer. Gets into the paint. That's no good. O'Connell finds the offensive board again and cleans up his own mess. O'Connell with 5 now. Coach Moreno takes the timeout. 22 seconds to go here, and it's a 4-point game. So they, again, as you said a couple of possessions ago, really worked hard for that 2 points, but do come away with it, and it is a 2-possession game.
Yes, the one thing that's going well for Bedford is the offensive rebounds. They've had 2nd and 3rd chances in the offensive zone in the second half. Unfortunately, they needed 2nd and 3rd chances because they can't get the 1st and 2nd ones to drop.
Right. What are you doing? Right. You know, as they try to press, you're going to extend your defense, and you're going to have to give up some of those looks. In this case, Aaron Scher for the Bluehawks was able to cash in on that layup pushing it out to a further lead. So they will come out in full court pressure again. Looks like Bedoyan and Grudinskis will be the guards. Soden, Toscano, and Zimmerman will face off against Usta, Looper. Ball gets into Pafford.
Zimmerman
He gets whacked.
Tried to knock that away. He just missed it.
And you have to go for those aggressive defensive plays, right? You're looking for a turnover, a steal. You have to be aggressive and assertive. In this case, the Bluehawks were secure with the ball, so Pafford will go to the line.
Is this a single bonus?
It should be a 1-and-1. I see 9 fouls on the board for the Bulldogs, so next one will put them into the double bonus. So it is a 1-and-1. Pafford's first is way too strong. Zimmerman comes away with it, gets it to Bedoyan. 15 seconds to go. Soden deep in the corner. Grudinskis drives. Bedoyan gets it off. His shot's way off. No good. And it goes out of bounds for the Bluehawks.
Bedoyan got the look. Couldn't quite make it.
Usta into Pafford. They go for a quick pass back to Usta. And Pafford gets fouled in the corner as he was quickly looking to get it back to Usta. And that ball was stolen and finished. And unfortunately, that is Zimmerman's 5th foul too, so he will exit the game with 7 points. Crazy turnaround right there. 6.8 seconds to go. It's a 4-point lead as Pafford goes back to the line for a 1-and-1.
And after this, or is this the double bonus at 10?
This is a double bonus. You're absolutely right. Connects on his first. He has 8 points now. Knee bend for Pafford on the second. It's too strong. Grudinskis into the front court, pulls from 3, strong off the backboard, and that's going to do it as the Bluehawks come into Bedford High School, and they'll come away with a 52-47 victory and a disappointing loss for Coach Moreno's Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, you know, the shooting went cold at the most inopportune times for the Bulldogs. They fought back. They got back to tie the game at many points. They got as close as 4 points at certain points, but they couldn't finish it up.
We'll run down the scoring for you at home. You want to handle the Bedford side, or?
The Bedford scoring, you got Sean Toscano with 5 points, Luke Soden with 14 points, TJ O'Connell checking in with 5. Dylan Lafferty had 8 points. Austin Kazajanski with 8 points as well. And Andrew Zimmerman with 7 points.
For the Bluehawks and Coach Holmes, Ryan Looper did nicely in the second half as he had 12 points, 10 of them coming in the second half. Samir Usta had 11. Johnny Meyer with 13 leading the way for the Bluehawks. Had 8. Cooper Marrier had 4, Ryan Graney 2, and Aaron Scher 2. And that rounds out the scoring, 52 points to 47 as the Bluehawks come away with the victory.
Yeah, real quick, Andrew Dixon with the stats here. The score, the shooting percentage tells the story here. Bedford 16 of 53, only 30% from the floor. Exeter with 43%, 34% from 3 points. So that's a big difference right there.
Definitely, that 3-point shooting was a huge difference, especially in the first half, and allowed the Bluehawks to get away early. And then a quick outburst in that third quarter helped them establish that lead. So we appreciate everybody joining across the state of New Hampshire and across the country. A couple people dialing all over the place. We also appreciate Bill Carter joining us on the broadcast this evening.
It was a pleasure. I say I have the best seat when I'm refereeing. This is the second best seat I've been doing the games.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks for joining us. And the final score is Exeter 52, Bedford 47. The Bulldogs drop to 2-3. For your crew, George Cox on camera, Bill Jennings on production, Corey Munson Tiger, myself, Harry Kozlowski. Thank you very much for tuning in.
We appreciate Dale back in the studio too. Don't want him to go unrecognized as well. We appreciate his work on the replays.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.